Mom always has some junk that needs to be thrown away. But all this garbage is piled up in the backyard. It looks like a pity. Doraemon didn't talk nonsense, just took out the props, saving ants. This box is filled with robot ants. As long as the robot ants are asked, they will move the waste into the box for molecular reorganization and atomic rearrangement. This can turn waste into treasure. The ants moved in a bunch of empty cans and spit out an aluminum car. That's awesome too. Isn't this the future of ultra-convenient waste recycling 3D printers? It just so happened that Dad's hairdryer broke down. Nobita picked up the props and shouted again. The ants are starting to move things into the boxes: spatula boxes, cans, scissors. Hey, why is there a pan? The hairdryer that spit out is quite chic. Nobita and Doraemon went out together and happened to see Sunio walking out with a big box of used toys. His family has always been rich, so many toys are just thrown away so casually. As soon as he heard that Nobita was going to pick up the trash, he quickly sent out the cardboard box and told Nobita that he was not allowed to return it. Nobita made a robot out of these and it looks so cool. The aluminum alloy robot made of golf clubs is the only one in the world. Sunio immediately turned his head and snatched the robot back. Now he doesn't dislike that it's a toy made of rubbish. Big G happened to pass by and he also saw this magical item. Big G ordered Nobita to make him a set of sportswear. Then he snatched the robot from Sunio's hand. Doraemon has no choice but to let the ants make a super handsome baseball uniform for the Big G with a plastic bottle. Big G, this guy who loves the new and hates the old, throws his clothes on the ground as soon as he takes them off. Then he happily put on his new clothes and went to the race. Shizuka is going to perform at the piano concert. Today, she is also wearing a beautiful new dress. Then a car drove by and stained her little dress. How could Nobita miss this good opportunity? He quickly asked the robot ant to make a new skirt for Shizuka. Ah, the Big G's clothes were also transported in as garbage. Forget it, it's not important. How can Big G's clothes be more important than Shizuka's little skirt? Nobita suddenly thought of a good way to make a fortune. He can make money off junk transformation. More and more people come to him to transform garbage. They can be considered to have made outstanding contributions to the cause of environmental protection. Even before he made a fortune, Nobita already imagined himself rolling around in money. At this time, the Big G came to find his old clothes. But that suit has already been made into Shizuka's skirt, so there is no way to return it to him. Doraemon can only tell him. When this red button is pressed, everything will be restored. Big G patted the button despite Nobita's dissuasion. The baseball uniform on his body turned back into a plastic bottle in instants. The hairdryer in Mom's hands became a pan. Everything else is back as it was. It's over. Is Shizuka going to run naked on stage? This won't do. Nobita was in a hurry and rushed to the scene of Shizuka's performance using the any door. Shizuka was still playing and didn't realize what was going on. By the time of the curtain call, Shizuka's clothes had changed back to the Big G's clothes. Fortunately, the Big G's clothes are big enough to cover her body. Finally, don't have to worry about Shizuka making a fool of herself.